Hello everyone, we hope you're having a great day. We are the group 2. Theory of probability has been talked about for centuries. Afterwards, the knowledge regarding probability has remarkably advanced and is now an important tool for statistics. Now we will take a look at the basic concepts from probability theory and also the different ways and how can we get it. In addition, the fundamental process of probability will be reviewed in this investigation. For the significance of this study, this investigation hopes to establish an understanding about the ways and different processes of probability. It will be undertaken to find out how probability really works. To the students, this investigation will benefit them to have stronger foundation for further study of probability. To the teachers, this investigation will be very helpful to the teachers who are still new to their teaching profession. It benefits them to have a clearer understanding about the exploration of probability. For the statements of the problem, this investigation seeks to find out the probable results of the following: A. Tossing a coin. B. Spinning a color wheel. C. Rolling a die. And D. Draw a deck of cards.
So now let's proceed to the conjectures. Our first conjecture is tossing a coin. It says here that a coin has only two sides and the outcome is either head or tails, but if we try to flip it many times, the outcome should be 50% tails and 50% heads. So what we have here is that if we toss a coin and flip it as many times as we want, there is a probability or chances that we will get 50% tails and 50% heads as our outcomes. The second conjecture is spinning a color wheel. It says here that some of the color wheels consist of pair or more than pair of sections of colors, and the possible outcomes of the spinner landing on blue is 1 in 8. In this example, the color wheel is in 8 portions and consists of 4 colors, 2 red, 3 yellow, 2 green, and only 1 blue. But if we try to spin the color wheel, the chances of getting blue is 1 in 8, since there is only 1 blue in this color wheel. For our third conjecture is rolling a die. It says here that a die consists of 6 sides and the chances of getting 6 is 36. We assume that we rolled 2 dice 12 times and the chances of getting 6 is 36 as the outcomes. And for the last conjecture is a deck of cards. It says here that a deck of cards consists of 52 cards and the possible result that both cards will be drawn without replacement will be spade and is in 13 over 52. If we are to assume a deck of cards getting drawn without replacement, the probability of getting spades in deck is 13 over 52, since it's drawn without replacement and a deck of cards consists of 13 spades.
To justify the conjecture of tossing 3 coins and getting the probability of having 2 heads, we list all the possible outcomes of each toss by using the tree diagram. As a result, we found out that the probability of tossing 3 coins and having 2 heads as an outcome is 3 out of 8. In a spinning wheel, the probability of getting color blue is 1 out of 8. To justify our claim, we use the formula of theoretical and experimental probability. In theoretical probability, the chances of getting blue is 1 out of 8 since it only covers 1 slot. In experimental probability, the chances of getting blue is 1 out of the number of trials for every colors. In a spinning wheel, the probability of getting a color depends on the slot and the numbers of trials. In a rolling die, we will use the sample space. The probability of rolling a die is 1 out of 6. Let's assume an event of rolling an even number. The sample space should be, since there are only 3 even numbers in a die, the probability of getting an even number is 3 out of 6. We can say that the probability of rolling a die is always the number of events over the total number of outcomes in the sample space. In a deck of cards, let's assume the probability of getting a diamond card. The sample space should be the number of favorable outcomes is 13, and the total number of cards in a deck is 52. The probability of getting a diamond card is 13 out of 52.
This investigation just showed us that probability has many different ways and process to be done. We can either use it in tossing a coin, spinning a color wheel, rolling a die, and so on. Probability simply means to give us knowledge how impossible, unlikely, likely, or certain is the occurrence of an event. It is clear that probability is helpful and useful to make our life easier and when making decisions without knowing what the outcomes will be with our decisions.